Hey everybody, welcome back to the Light Side Music Reactions. Thank you to everybody who has subscribed to the channel, and I really appreciate every single one of you. And also those of you that haven't subscribed yet, but are regular viewers, and those of you that are casual viewers as well. Thank you each and every one that checks out this video and the other content on my channel. And if you haven't subscribed, I encourage you to do so, because I don't only do reactions here to music, but I also do other channels or other content on this channel, including the Light Side Reaction Reviews, where I take a look at movie trailers and stuff like that. And I also have Mutt Club, where we eat and review food on weekends. And so, that's a live stream. And so if you're subscribed and have your notifications turned on, it'll let you know whenever we go live, and you can participate in the live chat, and we can have conversation back and forth. I love having conversations with you guys, reading your comments down below, and then reacting to your comments as well. And I think it's very important in a community like this that we can learn from each other. Particularly, it's very valuable when I'm checking out new artists that I'm not familiar with, particularly ones that you recommend to me. And so my initial reactions to some of those may not be, representative of their entire body of work. And so a good example of that is Beyonce. I recently reacted to one of her songs, and in the comments section, a lot of the viewers educated me as to some of the finer points of her music, and the stuff that we don't typically see with the mainstream songs that she releases. And we don't get to see some of the more intricate stuff that she releases and the subtext of them, the stuff that doesn't get played on the radio or get a lot of wide recognition. And so I'm thankful for all of you guys' comments. And so if you do have suggestions, obviously, for songs and artists for me to check out, comment down below and let me know the title of the song and the artist, and if there's different versions of the song, specify which version you want me to check out, so that I'll be reacting to exactly what you want me to see. And then if you have some information that might help me to understand better what I don't understand about the artist and about the song, feel free to comment that down below as well. I love to learn, and I've learned a lot from you guys on this channel with your feedback. And I love the opportunity for us to all learn from each other. But anyway, quick shout out to Ken, who recommended today's video. A while back, we reacted to, about a month ago, I think it was, we reacted to a song called God Bless the USA. And I'd heard the original version, Lee Greenwood, many, many times. So I reacted to a couple different versions of that. And somebody suggested the Drew Jacobs version, featuring a group called State of Mind, which was the backup band in it. And so Ken recommended in the comments to that video that I check out State of Mind's cover of Katy Perry's song Rise. And so the way that sounds interesting to me, Katy Perry, I haven't reacted to her very much at all on this channel. I'm familiar with some of her song. I have heard her song Rise before. And the comment, Ken says, they turned it into a totally different song and a tribute to first responders in the official video. So I went ahead and looked it up. I did find on YouTube their official audio for it. And I did find a video that says it is a, let's see, it says it's a military tribute. But I don't think it's the official video. I think this is put together by somebody other than the band. And my main reason for thinking this is it's not posted on their official YouTube channel, but on a different channel. And whoever posted it misspelled the name of the band. They called it State of Mind with a D instead of M-I-N-E. So I don't think this is the official video, but still, this is what you recommended I check out. So today, instead of checking out the official audio from the band, I'm going to go ahead and check out the music video on this military tribute, and get some feedback from you guys, see what you think. And let's check it out. This is State of Mind performing Katy Perry's Rise, and the video they're doing as a military tribute. So here we go. Okay, right off the bat, this doesn't sound anything like Katy Perry. It's been a long time since I've heard her version of this song, but I know it didn't sound anything like this. They've got this kind of mellow, kind of alternative, grungy sound to their to the song, and so if I were to hear this without knowing that it was a Katy Perry cover, I would never in a million years guessed it. So those of you that are regular viewers, you know that I really appreciate whenever somebody does do a cover of a song, that they make it their own, that they don't just copy it note for note, line for line, and the same vocal inflections and everything as the original. Otherwise, why do a cover other than the fact that you just want to, you like the song and you want to sing it. But if you're going to share it for the world to hear, you might as well make it your own, make it something different, add some creativity to it. And State of Mind is definitely doing that with this. So the lyrics here, taking a look at it, I won't just survive, you will see me thrive. And I think I've commented before that on this channel about that concept. I know I have in church as a pastor, sharing messages about how we don't need to, we don't want to just exist, but we want to actually live. When we think of being alive, a lot of times we think of it as just, breathing, oxygen, in and out, that we do constantly without even thinking about it. It's just a natural bodily function that we do. But in our existence, we don't want to just live as far as breathing. We want to actually survive and thrive. We want to actually live a fulfilling life. And so I think that's what the lyrics here, the Katy Perry original, obviously, and their version here, they're saying, I don't want to just survive, I'm going to thrive. Can't write my story, I'm beyond the archetype. I won't just conform, and that's important too. That, it's a biblical concept for Christians that, we're told in the New Testament not to conform to the world. We are in the world, but not of it. In other words, we have to live here. We are surrounded by a fallen world full of pain, suffering. I've talked about this in the past, so I won't dwell on it. But since the creation of the world, it was created to be beautiful and perfect. But since the fall of mankind in the Garden of Eden, ever since then, this world has been filled with sin, with pain, with suffering, disease, conflict, all these things that we oppose and want to see end. But we won't see it as long as we're conforming to the world. And I did a sermon recently, last Sunday. I did one geared toward children the week before, and then last week I did one for adults. But the theme was unity in the church, and not only with each other, but also with the world. Not necessarily conforming to the world. We don't want to do that. We don't want to conform to the world, but we want to change the world. They don't change us, we change them. We don't, like, for example, when you get into politics, you get into debating back and forth, and people start name calling and getting down in the mud and the dirt and sort of stuff. And as people of conscience, people of faith, we don't want to resort to the devil's tactics and let him drag us down in the mud with him. We want to fight darkness with light, not fight fire with fire, sort of thing. And so we don't want to conform to the world's standards. We don't want to conform to the world's tactics. We want to respond with love and with truth and with compassion. And, those are the marks of the Christian, the person that truly follows God. And that will be our witness to the world, that they will know we are Christians by the love that we have inside and the truth that we share with that spirit of love. And so I won't just conform, he says, no matter how you shake my core, because my roots, they run deep. Think about my roots. I live out in the country. I don't know if you want to say hillbilly, redneck, whatever the case may be. This is the kind of people I grew up around. Now, I'm more the inside person. My brothers were more the outside type, the typical hillbilly or redneck type culture where we grew up on a farm and they loved it. Me, I was more like my mother. My brothers were like my father, and I'm more like my mother. I was an indoor person, more intellectual. I like to read books. I like to study. I like the arts. I love music. I love movies, entertainment, that sort of stuff. And I love creating those sorts of things as well. And so I'm more of a conversationalist. I like to talk. And you watch my video long enough, you can see I can just get on a tangent and just keep going on and on and on. If you don't stop me, I'll just talk forever. Or if I don't learn to stop myself before I get off too far on a tangent. But my roots, beyond just the culture of being farmers and outside people, my roots are very strong in the sense that we are a kind of people where we look out for our neighbors. I've talked about this before, about when your neighbor's house is on fire, you do what you can. I talked about this in my reaction to the song America First by, not Waylon Jennings. Just look it up. It was just this past week, the song America First. I'm trying to think of who it was that sang that. But the concept I talked about there is that we do want to help our neighbors. We want to do what we can for them. And if our neighbor's house is on fire, we're going to go help put it out. We're going to make sure everybody's out of the house. If my neighbors are in need, I'm going to give them the shirt off my back to try to help them. Do everything I can. But at the same time, we have to, if my house is on fire too, I'm going to try to get my family out before I worry about rebuilding your house. And that's the concept behind that, is our culture, the culture I grew up with, and my roots, the values we have teaches us that we have compassion and love for our neighbors, and even for our enemies. And we help those in need whenever we can. And I feel that as a personal responsibility that I'm called to help out whenever I can. But you have to have priorities. And so you can't help everybody. You can't save the entire world. Jesus can, and we can point the way. One thing as a pastor, I've learned many times is I don't always have the resources at my disposal to help somebody that comes to me that might be in need, but I can point them to the resources where they can. And I can help to provide those resources for them, even though I may not be directly the one that provides them. I can point the way. And it's the same thing with our faith, is, I can't save you, and you can't save me, but I can point you to the one who can save you, and that's Jesus Christ. Now, I'm not just talking about physically, but when you talk about Jesus, specifically, it's about saving your soul and helping us so that we all make it to heaven someday, myself included, hopefully. That's our goal, is to make sure we all get to heaven and live forever with Jesus and with God, and live happily ever after. But anyway, my roots, they run deep. Let's get back into the chorus. Okay, picking up the pace here. Nice. Okay, this is very cool. As I said, they started off kind of mellow, the grungy alternative, and then they kicked in with the, what do you call it, metalcore style, where it, the lead vocal, I like this because the lead vocal is clear. You can understand the words he's saying, and when you get into this style of music, a lot of times the lyrics are lost because you can't understand the screaming. But I like it how they do it here is the lead singer, his voice is still clear when he's singing those powerful belting out the lyrics, and then the echo is a scream. I've heard other groups do this before, and I like that style. For those of us that enjoy that type of loud screaming music, I like it when they also have the lead singer to where you can understand the lyrics. And so when they do the screaming, if you can't understand exactly what they're saying, it's okay because you already heard it in the main vocals. Here you can understand it, what they're screaming, because it's basically an echo of what he already said. So that's a perfect formula for those like me that want to hear and understand the lyrics and still get that musical power that is behind the message. Don't doubt it. Victory is my veins. I know it, and I will not negotiate. I'll fight it. I will transform. When the fire's at my feet again, the vultures all start circling. They're whispering, you're out of time, but still I rise. Growing up listening to Christian music in my teenage years and beyond, especially with contemporary Christian, when I hear this line, he's talking, the vultures all start circling. They're whispering, you're out of time, but still I rise. Reminds me of a song by Casting Crowns, a Christian contemporary group that I absolutely love. They put out some fantastic music, and these are that's one of the bands that when you see them live, they're just as good or possibly better than their studio recording, and that's rare in the music industry. But they have a song that talks about that, about David and Goliath. I think the song's called "The Voice of Truth," and it talks about when the giant shows up and says, "You're a weakling, you're a wimp, you'll never win, you can't fight me." When the world comes at us and tries to hold us down and says, "You're out of time," as it says here in these lyrics, or in the Casting Crowns song, "You'll never win." It doesn't matter what you say. I'm still going to rise. I'm still going to fight. I will not just survive. I'm going to thrive. I will not conform. I don't doubt it. I know it. I'll fight it, and I will transform. I love this message. Very powerful. By the way, the music video is kind of cool here, too. It's specifically geared toward the military. There's so many ways you can interpret this, but this is an interesting tribute to the military as well in the video. But I'm focusing mostly on the lyrics here and the music rather than the video. As nice as the video is, it doesn't really speak anything new to me. It's just random military images. And I've seen some patriotic videos before, and this one's okay. But I've seen others that, honestly, just my own personal opinion, you may disagree with me, and that's fine. That's what I like about this sort of thing, is we can disagree over little things like that. But personally, I'm more impressed with the song itself and the performance than the music video. But let's go ahead and get back into it. I must stay conscious through the madness and chaos. So I call on my angels. I like that. And they say, then back into the chorus. This is some pretty cool imagery, some very nice effects. I don't know how much of this is CGI or actual footage. Some of this looks like it's historical footage from maybe Vietnam or Korea. Wow. Okay, I spoke too soon, and I do that sometimes, and then I'll come back and correct when I, find that I've made a mistake. This video, I'm getting more and more impressed as it goes on, not only by the actual, the quality of the footage, but just the, it's just looking really good. I'm beyond words on how impressive this is, showing the archival footage appears to be the way it's filmed. It's kind of grainy, so I don't know if you can fake archival footage like that, but this looks like honestly authentic archival footage, and the explosions and stuff, the jets. This is a nice looking video. Okay, back to the lyrics. When you think the final nail is in, he just said, think again. Don't be surprised. I will still rise. When the enemy tries to put that final nail in our coffin, don't let him hammer it down. We will rise from the grave, spiritually speaking, as the believers in Christ, because he rose from the grave. When we who put our faith and trust in him will also rise from the grave. specifically as it refers to this video, the military setting. When you think that the battle's over and the enemy has won, don't give up. Keep fighting. Don't let them put that final nail in. Stand strong and rise. Back in the pre-chorus, as it was going back into that last chorus there, he referenced calling on my angels. And that's a scriptural thing too, that God says he will send angels to watch over us and protect us. And so we call on our angels. When we can't stand strong for ourselves, we call on God. Apart from God, we can do nothing, but with God, all things are possible. So we call upon his angels to come and defend us so that we can stand strong and rise. All right, let's finish out the song here. Ooh, that was a nice transition. Showed the military officer in his officer's outfit and just seamlessly shifted into his military fatigues. Very cool. All right, that was a very nice video. Fantastic song. Very well recorded, very well produced. I'm talking about the music now, not just the video. The band is great. I love hearing them. Thank you for recommending them. And I will definitely be checking out more material from them in the future. Anyway, thank you guys for your comments. Comment down below if there's anything you think I missed about this. And I will, have some conversation with you back and forth. And please, keep your comments respectful. There were some misunderstandings on one of the videos I recently posted. And some of the viewers misinterpreted it that I was criticizing the artist in personally. I do not do personal attacks against even celebrities or artists. I think those of you that watch regularly know that's not the kind of person I am. Any comments I put on here is about the song itself. My job as a reviewer and as a reactor is to react to and comment on the artwork, the music, whether it's the lyrics or the musical style or the performance or whatever. But let's just have our conversation civil. And that way we can, when we agree, great. When we disagree, we can, help change each other's minds by having civil conversation back and forth and not resort to the insults and name calling and stuff like that. For those of you that thought that I was attacking that artist in particular, go back and watch it again and listen carefully to my comments. And I think if you think of it with what I just said in mind, you'll see that I was clearly not speaking about the artist, and I was not launching a personal attack. I would never do that. And so hopefully we can continue to make this a friendly space for everybody that comes here, and we can have disagreements and discuss them civilly. And particularly on the Beyonce video, some people did give me some information that helped shed the light on, for me, on her music and the way that she is creative in a lot of her material that we don't see because of the industry just focuses on her pop style stuff. And so, and that's the way it is a lot of times with, what the media and what the culture puts in our face is the stuff that's, more radio friendly and going to be just something that you can just listen to and bang your head and be mindless about. And the stuff that's really creative and really brilliant kind of gets shuffled to the back burner. So if you guys have suggestions on especially music like that really makes you think, recommend those for me as well, because if there's anything I love about reacting to music, it's analyzing the music in depth and the lyrics and finding something new and creative about it. Anyway, thanks guys for watching. I hope I didn't bore you too much with this video. But again, comment down below what you thought of this video, whether you approve of it or disapprove. Just keep it friendly and we'll discuss back and forth. And you may change my mind on some things. And please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already and turn on notifications. And if you have any recommendations, please put those down in the description as well. Or not the description, in the comments as well. And check out the description for a link to the original video and give the original content creators some support on their channels. Anyway, thanks again for watching. We'll see you next time on the Light Side Music Reactions. I love you, everybody. See you soon.